In this latest chart, we are going to look at the sales trajectory of electrical vehicles, and this includes fully battery electric vehicles as well as plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. And throughout this channel, I have described this as one of the most profound and high-impact technological disruptions going on in the world in the modern era, even though it is not the highest order disruption in transportation. The telework Zoom revolution is an even higher order disruption than the displacement of internal combustion engine cars with electric vehicles, because telework through Zoom and Microsoft Teams eliminates many trips of driving altogether and many hundreds of millions of miles of automobile traffic. But in this chart, how does one read this chart? You see the months, January through December. What calendar year are those referring to? For that, we see the legend right below this. And you see 6 different calendar years, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, represented by a color each. And to know what each bar means, you have to combine a month with a calendar year. So you get January 2018 as this bar here, February of 2018 as this white bar here, January of 2023 as this red bar here, and so forth. And as you can see, in the 5-year span from 2018 to 2023, electrical vehicle sales are about 10 times higher. So we have 10x growth over just these 5 years. We also had more than 10x growth in the 5 years prior to 2018, that being 2013 through 2018. But even then, that was to a relatively small number. But as of 2023, now these are big numbers. Electrical vehicle sales are 15, 16, 17% of new car sales worldwide, which is very, very significant because this is causing a major disappearance of gasoline demand, particularly when you combine this with the telework revolution that I mentioned. This will disrupt the entire oil and gasoline economy, from oil extraction to oil transport and refinement to even the land consumed by gas stations. And I have many videos on this channel talking about electrical vehicles because it is one of my premier subjects, and I do updates about it every few months because it is such a large technological disruption, even though it's not the highest order disruption within the concept of transportation. And hopefully in studying this chart, you get more practice in interpreting complicated charts, because you have 2 legends for the horizontal axis, the months of a year, and then individual calendar years. So you have to look at both of these to know which bar means what. And then on top of that, you have this vertical axis, which indicates the number of units of cars sold in a certain month. In November of 2022, this dark blue bar was slightly above 1 million units sold, for example. So it's very profound to see such a major wholesale technological disruption happening right before our eyes. And it is a privilege to be able to track this data with such frequency and granularity. And I hope this video helped you interpret graphs like these more easily, because these types of complicated graphs are often too advanced for most people, so they're unable to comprehend the transformations that are happening in our world, and thus risk being left behind. But if you're watching this, then you're ahead of the curve. Thanks for watching.